All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast from us here. It's podcast number 18. We are back here on Saturday, 17 UTC. I hope you guys are hyped for that. We have some interesting topics today. We have the 2489 KVK on our agenda. We have 1365/1093 and 1846 KVK. And we're going to talk about the recent update. There was some good changes, what we saw. And of course, we're going to talk about that. Let's jump into the call here where everybody is. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, guys? How you doing? uh so if we have some interesting topics today. And I want to start directly into the 2489 KVK. So since it's Apple's KVK here, let's hear from his view how the KVK is going. What is your overall feeling? We know there was some drama. Is there still a drama, or let us hear it. What is your opinion? Mm. Mm. All right, good to hear. Good to hear. Lembo, what is your thought about that KVK? No. Oh, wait. Lembo, hold on. There seems to be a problem with the voice. Why is there a voice problem? Hold on. Okay, Tess, can you say something?
Check one. I might be crazy, but I ain't dumb.
There you go. Okay.
Hey, I could hear him on your stream.
You work?
I could also hear myself.
Oh, that reminds me of the first podcast we did.
Alex, can you hear us now?
He said very little sound.
Yeah. I don't know why OBS. It's really weird sometimes with OBS. Okay, I feel 200% now. It's like not getting higher than this.
Mic check. So they've just
Okay.
been
Okay, got it. It's fixed.
like when Apple was talking, it was literally just a silent
Good.
stream.
Yeah, it's
could you
fixed.
guys,
Yeah, it's fixed now.
Alex Harley, did you guys hear Apocalypse, or do we need him to go again?
I think we need to. Apple, I think you need to go again. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's
OBS
okay.
didn't share the sound.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, we good now. It's all fixed now. You can go again.
Okay, let me start that again. Welcome everybody. Boom boom baby. Good morning everybody. Look guys, I'm gonna be straight into it. I really believe 2489 KVK not even like 50% finished. People need to understand that 1188 and 1525 and 20331 or 2133 they did not get to fight yet. They are very fresh and we've been fighting. We've been up and down. It's really, really gonna be all about Kingsland. And anybody that think that KVK is wrapped and 2418 on a bunch of clan take an easy KVK, they actually don't know anything about 1188. They never faced them. It's a very strong kingdom, very respectful kingdom. And with the help of 1525 and 2133, I really believe they're gonna put 2489 for the first real test. And we as a team gonna have to play together and really try to stay calm in Kingsland because it's going to be tough. It's going to be
Mm,
pressure. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be tough. But otherwise, I'm telling you right now, King's Land is going to be more than 50% of this KVK. It's not finished yet.
okay, crazy, crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you know, like I remember when you guys said, yeah, you don't gonna help each other, and when you guys went to the same zone. But when I saw, yeah,
exactly.
a couple of Imperial Kingdoms have showed up there now, so it's not like you and 1484 is now also 2133 and
Exactly, bro.
2010. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting how the Kingsland gonna go.
1979, bro. Also, big surprise. This KVK is 1979, bro. They don't stop, bro. They don't stop.
Mm, yeah, crazy, crazy. All right, good. We're gonna be hyped for the Kingsland for sure. I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about that in the
When
next
is it?
podcast also. Oh
When
yeah,
is
when
Kingsland?
is the Kingsland? Do you know that? When it open?
Wednesday.
Apple?
What was that? Sorry.
Do you know when the Kingsland gonna open?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's on Wednesday, team. 15
Wednesday.
UTC.
All right. Do you have a guess? All right,
Not
good.
long. Not long.
All right. Thanks for your view. Thanks for your point. Lambo, let's go with you. What is your thought about West KVK?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the trolls on Facebook are doing, but 2489 and 1484 against these other 6 kingdoms, to me, that's an even matchup, right? Yeah, they're both going to the one side, and understandably so. If they can get 2010, 1979, 2341 out of Kingsland, then they're fighting 3 kingdoms in Kingsland. And those 3 kingdoms total 64 billion power. You've got a hell of a fighting kingdom in 1188. If 2133 shows up to fight and doesn't decide to farm, they've got 32.7 billion power alone.
Yeah.
You know, so if they don't show up to fight, then there's a leadership problem in 2133 being unable to get their players motivated. But it's going to be a hell of a Kingsland for 84 and 89, and they're going to have to bring it. Because while they're in Kingsland fighting those 3 kingdoms, and I did send you a map, by the way, if you want to bring it up.
Yeah.
While they're in
open.
Kingsland fighting those 3 kingdoms, the other 3 kingdoms on the right-hand side of the map, they're going to be like a fucking chihuahua nipping at their heels. You know, so it's not like they can ignore them too and just let them take over the territory that they've already conquered, right?
All right, here we have a map, guys. So, you can see, from the key points, and power. Well, sure, the key points, 1484 and 2489 have singly, top 1 and top 2 on their side, sure. But if you calculate all of the other ones together, it's kind of even. And from the power, it's like, what was the power? It's like double more, something like that, right? Something like that, if I remember correctly. So, like, you see 2133 have 32 billion, or was having 32 billion power. 2010 have 24.5 billion, or was having. So it's not like that the other side don't have any strong kingdoms, right? It comes down here to the motivation from the people if they gonna fight against 1484 and 2489. You know, like that's definitely the point here. It's not like that. It's not a even not a. It is a fair matchup. You can't say it's not, based on power and kill points looking, but it's also a 2 versus 6, and basically 1484 and 2489 can get attacked in any zone. So yeah, Ploro, I know
Yeah.
you didn't stream that much the last time. You probably also didn't watch it that much, but
Yeah.
from the hearing here, what we said, and from the map looking, how it's looking here right now, what is your overall thought about that kingdom? Or
Yeah,
KVK?
as a pioneer player of Orleans, I kind of understand both sides. Like, it is very tough for 1484 and 2489 to, you know, um, it is a 2v4. It's a 2v6 if you count the kingdoms. But the thing is, they're positioned in a very, very advantageous spot where they can go. They can go to either side of the map, and those two spots are usually preserved for the highest seeded kingdoms. So when you see them allied together, it's usually seen as like, it's usually seen looked down upon, because in a way it's like you play a 2v2 on one side and you play 2v2 on the other side, so you could kind of pick and choose. As Lambo said, though, like, it's going to be tough KVK because 2010 and like all of them, even though they did lose that zone, they still have access to the passes nearby. They still have forts around there, so they could still poke from behind. The only thing that I'm really, really hesitant about is I've seen 2133 in KVK, so they have a lot of power, but they don't have a lot of KP, and I'm kind of skeptical about their performance into Kingsland because their KVK history, from what I've seen in the past. I was allied with them in KVK 1, believe it or not. So
Okay.
like I don't know if it's the same kingdom back then, but like in their past KVKs, they didn't really do too much. So I wouldn't. They have a lot of power, but I don't know if they would like, I don't know if relying on them is going to be a good strategy for 1188 and 1525. Ultimately, I think 2489 and 1484 is just going to be able to. It'd be kind of different if it's like a front where all 4 KDs were going into Kingsland together, and then all 4 camps. But since it's going to be a 2v2 in 2 different fronts, I don't think it's going to be that hard of a KL, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
All right. Good points here. We're definitely gonna have a view on that Kingston Open on Wednesday for everyone who wanna watch that. I'm pretty sure Apple gonna stream it. And Lambo also. I don't know about you, Plotter, if you have planned to stream it. I wanted to stream the other zone here, but I missed it, lol. So I'm pretty sure everyone gonna stream it, and yeah, so we're gonna have content about that then. So let's jump into the next topic, and that is 1365 and 1093 KVK, which just came out. Lambo, if you have also there a map, you can
send that
send
also.
it me. Yeah, so we 1365 and 1093 just got in a KVK here together with a lot of other kingdoms. What seeds are that? Is that like B seed? Or is that
Yeah,
C?
some of them are B seeds.
Some of them are B seed.
I think it's like low A's to B seeds.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's some C or D seeds, but I had some people on my Discord saying that we're just a B seed trying to play Rise of Kingdoms, and then we see that we get matched up against 1093, 1365. So
Yeah, but I don't know about these kingdoms. They probably didn't want to play against them, but now we have the opportunity to play against them or with them. With probably the strongest 2 kingdoms right now based on power in the game. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see here the 1365 versus 1093. I don't know about the other kingdoms if they're gonna make any like changes or something.
I did send you a map on this one as well. It's in the
I don't
same.
see it.
It's right next to the one that you just showed.
Oh yeah, I'm blind. I'm sorry. I have glasses, but I don't see it. So yeah, so let's start here this time with Lambo. What is your thought about this KVK? Black Panther, thank you very much for the membership. Welcome, welcome.
Well, I mean, I have been saying for months now that I wanted to see 1365 against 1093 because those
That's
two
true.
kingdoms are built very, very similarly. Right? I
That's
think
true.
based on my limited knowledge of the other kingdoms in this KVK, 1818, who is allied with 1365, they're fucking monsters. So I think 1365 got the better allies. That said, they didn't do what I wanted them to do. I wanted it to be 1093 and 1365 versus everyone else, lock everyone else out of Kingsland, and then I wanted to see 1365 versus 1093, man on man, kingdom on kingdom in Kingsland, winner take all. But I guess I can't get everything I wish for, can I?
Well, that would be definitely interesting to see. I also wish like a 1v1 against these top Imperium just to see who have a better strategy, who have a better team, all that stuff. It would be really interesting to see just a 1v1, maybe even a KVK, like 1v1 map. That would be also kind of interesting to see. But I think that will never happen. I think it would be like really, really interesting to see. It can happen. But they just block out the other kingdoms. You know, that's 1365 gonna go completely south, 1093 gonna go completely north. But it's just then a question also if like they really want to like kill the game experience from 16 other kingdoms. I mean, yeah, you know, it's also a bunch of players. So we will see. We'll see how that's gonna run. Plodo, what is your opinion about that KVK?
Yeah, this is the more normal matchup that we see where everyone should have access to Kingsland. If you can see, 1093 have access to both sides, so does 1365, the two high seeds of this KVK. I heard that the Diplo was pretty interesting for this KVK. Whereas more so like it was 1365 and 1093 kind of like lining up all these camps on a wall, being like, all right, we're gonna get these guys, you guys get those guys type of vibe. So yeah, I don't know anything about the other KDs, but I think it'll be mostly a 1093 versus 1365 show. I mean, Lambo did say 1818 are monsters, so I think that I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Like 1365 did really, really well against 1093. In the past KVK that they had,
Yeah.
Against each other, and now that 1960 is in there, now we'll see kind of if 1365 can actually beat out 1093 in kind of like a one-on-one ish scenario. But there are like 8 other kingdoms on each side, so yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna turn down to 1365 or 1093. I think we can say that. Other kingdoms, I don't know if they have the strength and the people to keep up against the Imperial Kingdom like one of these two. Even if when it's 8 or 16 kingdoms, like I'm not sure about that.
They definitely have to cancel each other out, because if 10, for example, Lambo said that 1365 had the better allies. If 1093 allies aren't able to hold off against 1365's allies, and they have to hold off a different front, then it's going to be very, very tough. I think it's going to be like one camp having one choke each, and then trying to like hold off against the other like camps and all that kind of stuff. And then 1093, 1365 will probably have half of the Kingsland or whatever. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Good point.
Oh, 1818 is Cigar Kings and like the Call of Dragons players' kingdom. Oh, okay.
Yep, that's as I understand it, that's the Call of Dragons players who beat Chisgul and Smash Squad in that Call of Dragons KVK, whatever you call it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Apple, what is your thought about this KVK? Are you hyped for this? Are you not? Let us show you view on that.
Well, first of all, I'm really excited as a content creator to see this matchup because
Mm,
we all know as content creators, this is gonna be a KVK that gonna be taking a lot of the time. And
yeah.
what makes me more excited that this KVK did not start on the same time 1960 KVK started, which mean in the next months, content creators will have two big KVKs, finger crossed, that can stream. So this is the first part that makes me very excited. There's gonna be a KVK for us that we can stream and have fun. The second part, I personally, I'll tell you how I look at it. I personally saw 1365 take on 1960. And I remember sitting there streaming and saying, man, come on, push, do that. You can do all of that. Until the day came that I faced 1960 last KVK and I understood what 1960 really are. Until you
Mm,
fight them, you only know stories. Based on only this, and I did, hey, you gotta remember that 1960 KVK faced 1365 and 1093 was allies with 1960. So I didn't get to see, you know, 1093 for the last maybe 5 KVC have very, very big KVK that everybody want to watch. So based only on this, I would say I see 1365 has a very good chance of wrapping up this KVK only because even though I know that T93 has one of the strongest defense in this game and one of the strongest team in this game, don't get me wrong, but based on these facts, I will say I believe that 1365, based on experience in the last couple of KVKs, especially facing 1960, I think they're gonna
mm.
bring some amazing, amazing, amazing uh, content for this KVK. So I really believe 1365 have a great chance, especially along with 1818. I think they really, really has a great chance. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how I see it.
Good point. Good point. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see this KVK. And also I'm pretty interesting to see how the 16 other kingdoms gonna perform in this type of KVK. I'm pretty sure they didn't plan to be in a KVK like this. So it's gonna be interesting to see the outcome. I would also love the Diplo behind that, like how it was going. Like the intern.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting to see. With a lot of these kingdoms, it comes also down to a lot of people talking. You know what I mean? Um, I'm pretty sure Lambo said it also multiple times about his KVKs. With a lot of kingdoms comes a lot of talking. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with KVK. We're gonna see that. In the future, we're gonna talk about that also. I'm pretty sure in the other podcast. So let's jump to the last KVK, which we have here on our agenda, and that is the 1846 one. Let me jump into it. And let's start this time with Ploto. What is your thought about this KVK?
I think this KVK was kind of doomed from the start for 1846, not gonna lie. I think like we talked about this KVK in a previous pod, but it's just more so like
Hmm.
um 1254 like as a kingdom, they had a lot of people migrate out. A lot of them migrated to kingdoms that they're versing against in 1175 and 2605, right? So 1254 was a non-factor, essentially making it a 2v3.
Yeah.
1846, like shout out to them for, putting up a fight against the KDs that they're fighting against, but I felt like it was kind of an uphill battle um, from the start with them and their allies. Yeah, I mean, people were saying SW through OL for KVK. At least they won their KVK. But yeah, it's tough for 1846, but I don't think 1846 should be disheartened or anything like that because I don't think anyone was expecting them to win this KVK, and they still performed really well. So that's kind of
Yeah. Yeah, they
my
did
take.
they did a great job in this KVK. It was definitely a tough one for them. I mean, they was having Mimi as their enemies. They was having 2605, the new Shisku Kingdom. And it was definitely tough KVK. Lambo, what is your thought about this KVK? About the Kingsland? About everything what was in the past days or weeks?
I have lots of thoughts about this. I don't know if maybe Apple wants to go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Lambo,
Yeah.
when you gonna talk after Apple? That's your
Yeah.
Apple's point of view.
I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm happy with that. So I can sit back and mute myself and fucking laugh. That make it works for me.
Just laugh on stream. Screw it.
All right. Look, guys. Again, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be. I don't really love the cause drama. Look, guys. First of all, I see I also wrote that Facebook comment. A lot of people saying, "Oh, sorry for 1846, man. Pretty gutted. They're not a great KVK. They deserve to win." Before you start getting into that direction, you need to understand that this kingdom, since the start of this KVK, they have been giving 100%. They never back off. They turn up to every fight. They know that they maybe possibly will not make it to King's Land. I did not see them stop fighting until the last day. 1846 has proved to the whole community that they are a top quality, not to be messed with tier S kingdom that does not take farming KVK. And anybody wanna say something else, you're more than welcome to drop it in the chat. But I am been watching them closely. They've been improving back and forwards that they're not there to be messed with. After they've been stumbled and everybody on the community came hard against them, everybody thought that it was the end from 1846. I remember the trolls, I remember everything, and they came back stronger and it proved everybody that they are here to stay. So out of that, I don't think they lost KVK. I think they won the community opinion that they are a very strong, high quality top tier S kingdom. And then when we look at the other side at 2605, that's a new challenge for them. I live streamed this KVK. I did watch some of it with Limbo. And the truth to be said, yes, they are doing great. The numbers that turn up is great. Yes, they're doing great and everything. But you gotta look at the facts here. They are fighting 1846 alone. 1846 standing in this KVK alone. So I'm not gonna go too far about they left OL. With all due respect, I don't know about this OL. I really didn't feel it was right because I was, I'm part of this OL and I didn't really appreciate that they left at the start like that. But hey, every leadership gotta make decision based on their goals. The community cannot decide for the kingdom what to do. We can give our opinion, we can give our feedback, but that's where it stops.
Yeah.
The problem was us as a community that we crossed that line. We think that we can control other people. But that's it. 2605, well done. Showed the whole community that they're coming back stronger, that the project is gonna work. Lots of people will be excited to join this kingdom after what they saw. And I'm really excited for them because at the end of the game, we all play this game to grow, make better project, and be more successful. And for them, from me, boom, boom, baby, you did great. But this is not the KVK I'm going to judge you on. Let's put it that way. You had not fought KVK for more than 6 months. You've been farming speed ups and resources. I come and judge you maybe on the next KVK or the after because I bet you that their alts and farm has more speed ups than my mains. And I drop the mic. Boom, boom, baby.
Oh man. Okay. Good point. Thanks for your view on this KVK. Let's hear from Lembo. What is your thought about this KVK?
Otto, did you watch this one?
Yeah, let's go. Keep just say what
All
you
right.
want to say.
All right. I mean, obviously, 1846 put up a hell of a fight, right? 1 versus 1, they dominated. And I mean, dominated is in bold and underlined and size 60 font, any of those other camps. They made 1175 look like a joke when they went 1 versus 1 against them in that starting zone. And 2605 couldn't do shit against them unless they had help from 1302 and 1175 at the same time. So my hat's off to 1846. You guys gave it a hell of a fight. Kingsland didn't last as long as many of us thought it would or hoped it would, but it's understandable. What sickens me about this KVK is that it's going to set a precedent for future KVKs where kingdoms can come into diplomacy or post on Facebook oh, we don't like the matchup, we're not going to fight. I am sick and tired of hearing about kingdoms holding other kingdoms hostage, because everyone they know 1846 wants to fight, 2605 wants to fight. You know, I'm sick and tired of kingdoms holding other kingdoms hostage in KVK diplomacy, saying, we don't like this matchup, we're not going to fight. You know, that's a kindergarten mentality. I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to go home because I didn't get on the team that I wanted to get on. Life isn't fair, you fucking snowflakes. Pull up your goddamn pants and get over it.
Let's fucking go. Off the mic, Limbo.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
The fighting in this map, there was 10 days of past 6 and past 7 fighting. This map needs a serious overhaul. I like the concept. You can't drop alliance forts next to or you can only drop alliance forts next to a pass or next to one of the holy sites. But it's obvious that doesn't prevent the fort walls. After 1 or 2 days, it got really, really freaking boring. Because a fort would burn, another fort would go up. A fort would burn, another fort would go up, right? So I think this map or this KVK format, the concept is great, but it needs an overhaul. Maybe there's a limit to the number of forts camps can build in a certain zone. I don't know what the solution is, but it was, after a couple of days, it got really boring. As far as the semifinals and 2605, I've got an entire live stream last week Sunday on that. If you're interested in me ranting for an hour about that, feel free to go watch it.
Yeah, I was there.
All right. Crazy points here, crazy points. I totally agree on the point what you said that people, yeah, if they are not on the team where they want to be, that they start fucking whining and crying and all that shit. And at the end of the day, it's a game. Like, you know, like it's a game. You play it for fun. You play it for yourself. You want to play because you like the fighting system and all that stuff. So for me, it doesn't matter who gonna win or lose. I just want to fucking play and fight. You know. Of course, if you are not on the team where you want to be, it could damage your motivation. But at the end, you know, like. You should play it for fun, and for you it should not matter which kingdom you're fighting. That's my opinion on that, and I think that's the opinion for most of us here. That you play it for fun and for the fighting, and of course if you win, that's nice. You you take the W. If not, then not. You know, that's fine. We see that the whole community or most of the community don't care about wins, as we can see that even if Imperial Kingdoms are losing, they still have the same size, they still getting more players in, you know, because everyone is understanding the fact that playing this for fun and playing this for the community, it's just way better than playing for win or lose. You know, that's my opinion. Plodo, what is your thought about this point? Like, what Lambo said, what I also talked about now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what Lambo said is it's pretty. Wait, Mimi's retiring? Damn. But yeah, like it sucks that kind of what happened with the KVK and all the drama, and then that side ended up winning. Again, like setting precedent is because it's been a trend. Like a lot of people have been dodging KVKs. They don't get the matchup that they want, then they stop playing. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
But I'm really scared about that it's gonna continue and more people gonna say, oh yeah, then I'm not gonna fight and then I'm just gonna save everything. I hope that's not gonna implement more. I hope Kingdom's gonna go away from this, and I know it's not one of the topics, guys. It's normally we talk about 1846, but that is for me an important topic that we need to talk about that, because it affects everyone. If people just randomly call, oh yeah, then I'm not gonna fight if I'm not on this team, it's gonna affect everyone and everyone's game experience, in my opinion. And people should really stop that and just fight and go for everything what you have and enjoy the game. I mean, like, for what are you playing then if you cancel KVK? Basically, the thing in the game what we all playing, right? The KVK is the thing what we looking for, what we want to play, the fighting and all of stuff. So, yeah. Apple, do you have something to say to this topic that people, or kingdom leadership calling the KVK off and not going to fight? Do you have something to add?
Well, I was just say one thing. There was one consequences in this KVK for that part of this kind of things. At the beginning of this KVK, our diplomacy team made it quite clear that we're not gonna invade the same zone. 1188 turned up, sending a mail saying we're not taking part in this KVK, and this was a turning point in our team. When that mail came out, Phil turned around and was like, well, guess what? I'm not gonna fucking own anything I said. We're gonna play this KVK the fucking way we want it. Because it sends bad message. And if you cater for it, it means you're supporting it. And if you cater for it, kingdom leadership will see that it working. And if it fucking worked once, they expect it to work every time. And at the end of the day, from my side, if you're someone that always fucking complaining about this game, just quit the game if you don't want to play it. Because there's hundreds of other people that enjoy this game and play it the way it is. The amount of complaints and stuff. Guys, before I go to Imperium, I played so many fucking tough KVK in weak kingdoms. I was not in a very strong kingdom. But I never complained. I fucking had fun. I laughed. We lost. We still got on together and we continued the game. You know, some people just need to chill and just enjoy the game. And if it's too much for you,
Yeah.
fuck it. Simple.
Yeah.
And we'll see, Limbo. Fuck. I wait for these moments, man. That's what I wake up at 5 o'clock for.
To hear what comes out of Lambo's mouth next. Okay, I'm glad I have a small part in that.
All right.
It's so good.
I would say we're gonna go away from this topic. Otherwise, we're gonna run into
Baby.
it's in too much. Let's jump into the topic from the update 1.0.74. And go through everything. There are some interesting points. So the first point here is what we have: anniversary events are launching. Yeah, that is stuff what we know. We have Xeno of Power coming back. Some other stuff, some other events coming back. It's nothing crazy here. We're getting the yearbook. I'm pretty hyped for that. Are you hyped for the yearbook, guys? Are you looking for your stats?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Very
hope
exciting.
they don't screw up. I hope they don't screw up the stats in the yearbook like they did my last end of KVK stats. But it's all good.
Yeah. So yes, it's nothing crazy. Yeah, we have for Osiris League Grand Final starting soon. Gonna be interesting. So here's the first point: Alliance management improvements. That's a really interesting one. Added a new block list, pass list feature for Alliance members. Governors on an Alliance block list cannot apply to join the Alliance, and governors on the Alliance pass list will be automatically accepted if they apply. Man, finally we have that shit. Finally. After so many months of people wishing that into the game, after so many months, Alliance leaders wishing that, holy shit, we have finally that. I'm really happy about this. That's gonna make it really, really easy for all the leaderships in the game to just block every people that they want to block and just automatically accept. Guys, what is your thought? Let's start here with Plodo.
Yeah. This makes it so much easier for alliance management. You said for months. I feel like this is something. As soon as you start the game, you wish that there was something like this, because, yeah, like I don't know about you guys, but sometimes rogues, they get really sneaky. They change their name, they change their profile picture, and then sometimes, like in a KVK scenario where you gotta accept people ASAP, sometimes they slip through, and then just TP in and all that kind of stuff. So having this block list and pass list is just super, super nice for that reason, where they can't even apply, right? So it's just like super, super good for that.
Yeah.
And it's not broken either. Like it's like I think one of the reasons why Rise of the Kingdoms has been saying that they don't want to implement something where the kingdom or whatnot can kind of make being rogue hard is for like civil wars or all that kind of stuff, or like when there's a tyrant or whatever. But this is something where like it's an alliance based thing, so it's a good way to, I guess, manage your alliance.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if I was still in R4, like I'd be so happy with this change. And then it should also allow for a lot easier like you don't have to if you're like a main member of an alliance, you don't have to wait for an R4 to be online, for example, to get accepted in. You just
Yeah.
instantly get accepted. So
Yeah.
make automizing like tedious tasks like this really makes Rise of Kingdoms a more easier game to play and more accessible game to play, and I think it's good. So that's my overall opinion.
I mean, yeah, that's completely agree with that. I mean, the thing is, taking away this stuff of annoying this task from leadership also gives the leadership time to go through more important stuff like migration, like the players themselves, like Osiris League, Arc of Osiris, KVKs, and all that stuff. They don't need to get online when someone is applying and all that stuff. It's really helpful. Apple, what is your thought about this point of the update?
First thing is, I'm very, very excited. This may be one of the updates that I felt very excited. But let's just kickstart was the first point. And let me tell you, what makes me excited, the positive changes. You don't have to wait on the fucking door, man. I'm part of this alliance. Why I have to wait on the door? But the second thing is, also, if you remember in early KVKs, some people don't get the idea when you say, please don't apply again. People don't get this idea. And you as a rank 4, or maybe especially a proactive rank 4, when you see that red dot, you always click on it to go approve people because this is part of your role as a rank 4.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you go to do it, you find the same person. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? And then you give up on it. So this implementing positive changes, and I like it. The second thing I'm going to say, third thing I'm going to say, I bet you before the end of this KVK, Apocalypse Gaming account will be the first account to be blocked in 2489. Boom, boom, baby. Let's go.
Wait.
You going rogue?
What?
No, man, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
No, at one point I forgot is being R4, like in our kingdom, to accept people, we'd have to search on. We have like a Google spreadsheet. You would literally have to like search, like copy and paste the account ID, and then search it if it's in the blacklist or if it's what alliance it's in. See if it's like legit. Like it was so tedious. So like this completely nullifies that. So it's good.
I hope the past this feature is for like IDs and not like like it's gonna make it. And for every kingdom who doing stuff like what you said, Plodo, with Google spreadsheet, you can just type in. I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe you have a search function or something that you're gonna add the ID in there, and when you have this person gonna have a privilege to get accepted every time. We're gonna see. It's gonna be definitely interesting. Lambo, do you have anything to add, or did we said already everything what you wanted to say?
I mean, I think you guys shared it from your perspective, being in bigger kingdoms, but being in a smaller kingdom, this update is absolutely fantastic, right? I mean, I have farm accounts that are R5s and 2 alliances. I have farm accounts that are R4s and 3 other alliances. And for me to stop fighting in the middle of KVK with 7 marches to log on to another account because somebody's trying to get into one of those alliances and transfer resources so they can keep fighting, it's a pain in the ass, right? So, if you can whitelist, for lack of a better term, whitelist is a IT term that you allow certain IP addresses to connect to servers, right? But if you can whitelist players, and maybe all the main accounts are allowed in all of the main farming alliances, so they can go back and forth whenever they want with nobody having to click that accept button. That's absolutely fantastic for a smaller kingdom like mine.
That's true. I guess we can agree on that this type is gonna help everyone. somehow. And yeah, let's jump into the other really interesting point here. In the Lost Kingdom, Alliance leaders, officers, and captains will be able to kick out troops, whether in Alliance bodies, construction Alliance buildings, or garrison in Alliance buildings. Is that something what was also really needed or not? Let's start with Apple this time. What is your point view from this?
Well, let me just see the point. Sorry. What if I don't know? I'm a bit like that, but that's okay. Can you say the point again, please? Are you talking about the alliance, the alliance leader
So
and
the,
the
the
captain
second,
will be able to
yeah,
take the troops,
so
bro? This, yeah. This is sorry. The thing was lagging from my end. I don't know why. But bro, let me tell you something. This is actually, if you someone playing this game for so long, you kind of shocked that this shit coming out now. Shocked.
mm,
You know how difficult it is to get the rank 5 all the time to kick the players? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, alliance leaders, officers, and captain will be able to kick out troops that are in the alliance rally, construction alliance building, or garrison flag. You don't need the rank 5 to do it. You don't need to find the garrison leader. Any rank 4 can do it. Not someone with a what do you call it? What do you call it?
The title.
captain.
The four things: the saint and the warlord
The title.
titles. You know, you don't need this title, bro. It's crazy. In the middle of KVK, who the fuck knows who have title? You just need a rank 4 to come online and change garrison. So this is finally, man, positive, bro. I'm really, really pumped, man. This update is really like community update. Let's put it that way. Honestly,
Mm,
it is. It's community update.
yeah, definitely. I agree on that. Also, when I think they should have already implemented very, very earlier, like years ago, in my opinion. But like I always used to say, better late than never. Lambo, let's start with you now here. What is your point after you heard
Absolutely
Apple's view?
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Long overdue. I would like to see them go a step further, though. Right?
Okay.
In a coalition. So you make a
Oh.
coalition with other kingdoms in your camp. If
Mm.
89 VC holds the pass, and we have, and say they're offline, I would like the ability to kick low marches out of that pass or change the captains in that pass that we are helping them defend. Right. So, let's maybe take it a step further and explore that from a coalition perspective in the coming months, because the times that I see passes fall are when the alliance that actually holds the pass is not online to make those changes, not online to kick those low marches out. You hit the 100 marches in there and nobody can put any more in. Or if somebody accidentally pulls their garrison out of the pass who's not in that coalition or that alliance, right? And they put it back in there and there's nobody from that alliance on to make them captain again, you're stuck with maybe a Lohar and a Ethelfled as the garrison captain, right? So it's an excellent step forward. I'd like to see it go even further.
Yeah, man, I didn't even thought about that. That's a really good point what you said there with the coalition. That they should also be been able to do that. That's a really, really interesting point of view. Maybe we're gonna see it in the future. But let's hear from Plodo here. What is your point of view from the second point under Alliance management? What is your thought about this?
Yeah, it's good. I don't know. Like I feel like it's something that should have been in the game anyways. Like it's super annoying when you're like, for example, like one troop flags, someone sends in a full march, but then it's like it's from a different alliance. You can't even kick them. So yeah. I mean it's they're all positive changes that people have been complaining about for a while. So I think it's just another step to the right direction. I think the past two updates surprisingly hasn't had anything where I could complain too much about. The biggest thing would have been if they actually went through with the equipment changes, but we kind of complained enough for them to take a step back on that. So yeah,
Mm.
everything looks good. It's all positive, but yeah, it would be great. Lambo has a good point. If you could just garrison swap for your allies and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I could understand where that could be kind of weird, and you'd need a lot of communication between kingdoms. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
overall
true.
changes are really good.
May I ask a question?
That's
Yeah,
that's true with a
Can I just
coalition.
can I
Yeah,
say something?
yeah, sure,
Isn't part
sure.
of that isn't part of that new also coalition that the actual members of any kingdom can join any alliance and become a rank 4 in it?
Correct.
Okay, as because that could also be part of the solution to it.
Sorry, what
If-
was the question?
So if 89 VC holds the pass and they don't
Yes,
have an R4 on to change captains or kick low marchers out of the pass, they're
yes.
not going to have an R4 on to accept me when I'm applying to the coalition in the first place.
Oh, that's a very good point, Limbo. Fuck.
I mean, I see where you're going with it. Yeah. And it would be nice if in lower seed KVKs, every single kingdom was able to communicate and say, hey, we're logging off for the night. Do you have somebody that wants to join our kingdom? And we'll make them an R4.
you know
That
what my
doesn't
kingdom
always
did?
happen.
We literally made an account so that in our allies' kingdom, so that they could give us R4 when they're sleeping. That's like what we had to do. So
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
there's like
Whoa.
a Sage 10 account R4. And then we just garrison swap. Yeah.
That's
All
an
right.
idea. That's going above and beyond though. I don't want that many accounts tied to my character. Good lord.
I have put in the chat a poll, a little one. Guys, if you want to give a quick answer on that, if you think that changes are good or not. Let's jump to the next point here. See now concrete improvements. Let's go through it fast. Add previews to story registration. You can now view the status of the next story you registered for. Added a feature to allow you to mark kingdoms and hostile during story registration. If a hostile kingdom is matched into the same kingdom as you, the system will try not to place them in the same camp as you. Added a new king skill.
Awesome.
Hostile? Did I say it wrong?
Awesome. We yeah, number 2, we maintain a list, right, of every single
Yeah.
because when we're in a KVK, it's 20 kingdoms in a heroic anthem, 32 kingdoms in a strife of the 8. So we keep a list. We call it our KVK shit list. And there are certain kingdoms we will never ever ally with. If we can mark them as hostile during that registration period, fantastic. Then we can crush them a second time.
All right. Let me read my last one also. Added a new skill, banish. Use the skill to banish a governor in your kingdom, teleporting the city to a random location in the upper left province of your kingdom. If target province has no space, they will be teleported to the next outermost province. So, that is the Season of Conquest improvements. It's now the question from my side here. That's not what I really understand. Is that now only for Season of Conquest with the king skill? Or is that for every king in any KVK? Because it's under Season of Conquest improvements. That is now a point which I'm really not yeah.
I think this is saying
unclear.
once your king. I think this is saying once your kingdom hits Season of Conquest, so you've done KVK 3, and you're now a quote unquote Season of Conquest kingdom, that this banish skill is going to be added.
But why so late? Why does KVK 1 or even before KVK 1, KVK 2, KVK 3, like how many months of it? 2, 3, 4, 5 months? Something like that, right? Like that's a lot of time, and the kings cannot use that and push them out of zone 3, zone 2, whatever. I'm sure you have a block system now with Alliance stuff, but they are still in the same zone and can do trouble. So again here,
Well,
it's a good thing, but why are this Season of Conquest excluded, only included, and the other kingdoms not? If it should be like this, like that's something what I don't really understand.
Here's why, right? I think the majority of the civil wars that we have seen lately are happening in KVK 1, KVK 2, KVK 3 kingdoms. And if you give kings this skill to banish those players to the left-hand zone in the home kingdom, you're basically giving kings power to
Yeah, true.
say, you know, we're in a civil war, fuck you, I want you out of here. You know, so let those kingdoms in KVK 1, 2, and 3 figure it out. Because if you don't have it figured out going into KVK 4 and your kingdom's not a united kingdom going into Season of Conquest, you're fucked to begin with.
That's actually a good point. I didn't thought about that. That's true. But most civil wars are not in Xenoconquest because Xenoconquest probably mostly when set it up. It happening before, mostly in 1 KVK 1s and 2s. That's true. I didn't thought about that. That's a good point. That's a good point. Then it would make sense why they added only for Xenoconquest. Pluto, what is your thought about these Xenoconquest improvements?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's nice if, you know, I've only had one campmate, which was this last KVK, and it was a farming KVK, so I never really experienced what it's like to really have a campmate. But if you could tag hostile stuff and kind of have more control of your KVK, and you know, especially if you don't like a kingdom, or if you have, you know, a rivalry with a kingdom, I think marking kingdom as hostile during registration is good. I think also the ability to see other kingdoms in your registration, which you will have to do if you are able to mark kingdoms of hostile, is also really good. Because a lot of the time it's people on Discord, people on King's Discord, everyone has to like, are you in this KVK? Yes, yes, yes. With this, it's like there's not going to be any surprises once your map opens up. You kind of have an idea of who can be in your KVK, and just having more control and being able to communicate with the kingdoms that are in the same pop as you, I feel like is going to be really good. As well as this banish skill. Like we've had rogues in 2268 because, you know, we zero people, so for non-contribution and all that kind of stuff. So just having the ability to banish governors as well as having the blacklist so that they stay in that top left corner is going to be super, super good. Just to, you know, keep the rogues out of the kingdom and kind of, you know, have, I guess, a sense of normalcy, and my farm accounts could be safe and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Apple, let's go with your point, and after your point, I wanna say a message from Robert what he just sent in the match, in the chat.
Yeah, and I'm also nice, Robert. You already were going where I'm going with that one. I'm actually confused what people are happy about that here for. Like, I number one, you know, the add a preview story illustration, great, thank you very much. Number three, added a new king skill, absolutely great. Number two, I beg your pardon, I do appreciate where the good people coming from, and the hostile, and I do appreciate it. But guys, it's as simple as you giving the kingdom another excuse to choose who to not be with. Like everybody go mark 1960. I'm not gonna be with 1960. 2489, for example, know that there is one kingdom that they don't want to face. This is the specific kingdom they don't want to face. They're just gonna make it hostile. So it's gonna be used in a positive and a negative way. So
But
I
it
am not
says
sure how this is gonna be.
it says if you mark them hostile, the system will try not to place them in the same camp as you.
You can still be in the same KVK.
Ooh.
It's just,
Oh, I see.
for example,
Sorry.
like if you have
Yeah,
a
that's the
kingdom that
camp.
that
I see.
zeroed you
Sorry
or
to.
something, yeah, it's a camp
Yeah,
thing.
that's my bad. That's my bad. You know, I see now. But hang on for a second. If it's not in the same camp, for example, if I if I'm a king of, for example, another kingdom, okay, and that kingdom they happen to be in the same KVK. What is the idea of me having two kingdoms in different camps? Isn't that worse? Just hear me out.
Wait, what were you saying? Like,
You lost
So,
me.
example, if I'm a king, if I have a count with king was in two kingdoms, and these two kingdoms end up in the same KVK, and I mark them hostile. So that's mean they're not going to be in the same camp. Now I have access to both camps. Does that make it better? I'm confused.
Well, good point. So I think the idea is just to for people to avoid, like, if you was having a camp member, and that probably affects more everyone B, C, and D seed, since A and Imperium are mostly alone in the camps.
Mm-hmm.
That that you have their camp members which you don't like, where the communication was not good, where you was having the players going or not following introductions and all that shit. And I think the idea is behind that you just mark this kingdom then, and that you are not in the same camp. I think that's just it, and just to avoid that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
of
It's
course,
all
if you
about
have
rivalry.
yeah, but
You look at it
well,
as a rivalry thing. You
yeah.
you want to fight these people. We're in the same KVK. There is no fucking way we're gonna be in the same camp. I do
Mhm.
understand now where you're coming from. That's good. I see where you come from. Thanks for explaining, team.
All right. I'm gonna make a. So the Alliance management improvements poll was like 27 votes, 96% for good, 3% for bad. So I guess it's 1 vote for bad. I'm gonna make another poll about the hostile future, and let's jump. Is here anything else? We have here some PC version improvements, where you see now some more stats, which are, I think, is pretty interesting to see for yourself and for others. Like, but you,
It's the changes that happen on, like, it's already available on mobile, but it
yeah,
wasn't
it's
available on PC. So
yeah, or but it's good to see them. Overall, just wanted to drop it here. It's overall good to see them, to see your performance if you have improved it or not. I think that's good also for yourself to see. Okay, I did worse with KVK. What did I did wrong? Did I did something else? Did I try other matches? Something like that. You know what I mean. Otherwise, do we have anything else here in the other improvements?
Number 4.
You wanna okay?
Six,
Added a
6.4.
secondary confirmation when the garrison captain exits
yeah,
the
that's really
garrison.
good.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Um, just give more safety, I think. I think there's nothing to say against that, right?
I can't tell you the number of times I have clicked all my marches and sent a captain out of a garrison. So now this will help me, being the stupid player that I am, right? Not do that.
Apple, Pluto, something to add that? Do you think that
No,
was
not much really.
something really needed, or it's something? Oh yeah, it's okay, you take it.
Yeah,
No, it's
it's
good.
mostly like V formation,
Yeah.
you know, and I only
I'm at
use wedge.
I'm at that point where, maybe just for the memes, we gotta have one content creator do V formation, right? I mean, people say it's trash. Has anyone actually used it, or anyone actually max? I haven't even unlocked Babor. So yeah, I don't know. That
If
garrison thing is really good though, because that's like a lot, like especially for whales where you select all. Like some of our whales in our kingdom don't want to garrison captain because of the pressure of accidentally.
because of that, yep.
Yeah, so
Mm,
the confirmation is really good.
If I get 10,000 subs by reset, I will max Babur instead of Justinian. How's that?
All right, everyone, go set the Lambo right now. How about Margaret? You need
Alright.
Margaret too. You need
Wait
both of
for
them.
you. I'll do it after you, bro.
Oh man. Okay. I think that was it from the update. Do you guys have anything else what you want to add here on the podcast? Otherwise, I would jump into the community questions. For let's say 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Is that fine for you?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, you have now the the possibility to, let's say, answer us until, which time is it now for me? 1812 UTC, so let's say 1825 UTC.
Let's scroll back in the chat and go back to Robert 2K. He asked quite a good question about the new update for the matchmaking and the hostile. He said, if there isn't too many kingdoms marked as hostile, will it cause more matches not found? That's a pretty good question.
Well, I think the verbiage in there is that says they will try
Yeah.
not to put them in the same camp.
So, you
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
you can mark that and the system will try then, okay, you have marked them.
And how reliable is Lily? So it's just good.
You know?
Right. I mean, are they just feeding us a line of bullshit in here about what they're going to do if you mark a kingdom hostile and
That's
you're
true.
still at they're still letting the computer or whoever do the matchup, or is this something that they're really going to implement that's really going to work?
Gonna be April Fools. Actually, everyone you marked as hostile is guaranteed to be your campmate. You have to work together.
Just kidding.
Thank you very much for the photos, guys. Welcome, community. Yeah, it's good to have this feature. But I think, yeah, like Lembo said, the keyword is here that they try, and as soon as they see, okay, you don't have enough other kingdoms anymore in the camp, you know, you will still get matched with them.
I also think one way to limit this for Lilith's part is to have kind of like a maximum amount of kingdoms that you can mark. Like there's probably going to be a limit. They always just have a limit to something, right? So I think that's probably the solution, if anything.
But guys, anyone have any other question?
Yeah, someone asked, do you guys know what the stats of the next Zenith skin will be?
Oh, did you heard anything about that? I didn't heard anything about that or saw anything.
Nope, I haven't seen anything about it.
I'm just guessing here, but is there a 15% cavalry defense skin?
I'm not sure. Oh, I'm I don't know, man. I have
mean,
no clue.
we've got 50% archer defense, right? We have got 15% archer attack. We have got 15% infantry defense. There's
Hasta said there
15%
is.
infantry attack.
Remember, Hasta said there is one.
I'm thinking cavalry, maybe.
What was the last one?
Oh, 15
I think
defense are already out.
Archer attack was the last
I
one.
think we're due for one of those weird like.
Infantry, fuck's sake.
I think we're due for one of those like overall ones, like an
Wait.
field, like 8% health or some shit.
Wait. You know what we don't have? Siege.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Beast. Don't go there.
Yeah, we're gonna that's why we gotta max our siege commanders.
Hey, we have we have siege equipment, right? We have siege equipment, but we don't have any. Am I wrong? We don't have any legendary siege skins where you buff your siege stats.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, wait, oh, we will see. We will see.
It'd be kind of messed up if they like if they have something where it's like oh shit. Sorry, I'm like literally doing my armaments while I'm doing this, and then
ski damage. Count 15% counter attack damage? I don't know about that.
All my armaments.
Maybe less. But I'm pretty
we know it's not going to be training because they save the training skins for Osiris League.
Oh
right?
fuck! Don't talk to me about Osiris League. We're one round from the training skin.
Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. 10% off bundle skin.
Thinking, yeah, I doubt it would be 15% health. That would be just too overpowered. But yeah, I can definitely see something like 10% global attack, or like you guys were saying, maybe an 8% global health skin. But I would love to see another skill damage skin. I mean, that would 5% is all we got now. Let's
There'll be
jack
a
that up
civil
to
war,
8 or
bro.
10%.
There's a good one from Hen. 10% off bundle skin. You need to pay first of all thousands of dollars for the skin, and then you have 10% off. That would be a smart investment, or wouldn't it be?
Clear the fog faster skin. 25% scout march speed.
Oh, let's go. Now you can get
I
now you
don't
can
know.
scout faster. Wait, does that also affect clearing the fog? That's a really important question. Does that also, or only when you scout, like players or something?
What's up?
I could. There are very few march speed skins, though, aren't there?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, March speed is something that I mean, when we go into KVK, I'd rather get that March speed buff from pre KVK than I would the 1, 2, or 3% all damage.
Oh
Really?
wow!
Really?
Yeah. Oh
Isn't it
yeah.
like 3%? Isn't it?
I'm
3%
okay.
like
Hold
boost
on,
speed?
hold on. If you have good micro, then you don't need like that extra march speed from the pre KVK.
Who the hell do you think I micro my marches?
Yeah,
Have you
okay, no,
not
yeah, sorry,
watched
when
me
not.
fight?
Yeah, but for what you need when the march speed? Like when just get the fucking percent damage and do more damage if you don't micro your marshal and you do more damage, right?
I can't wait to get VIP 18 for that March speed. Not gonna lie, that's like the dream.
Oh yeah, I mean March speed
Yeah.
in Ark of Osiris, March speed is where it's at.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That is a special situation. I mean, when do you have like that's Ark Osiris is every 2 weeks. Osiris League is like once a year. So that is a special situation where you have fighting like, you know, sure, for not every 2 weeks, but you have it for longer time when a match, and the match is also only 1 hour. So
March speed benefits you no matter what mode of gameplay you are in, right?
yeah, but same with the damage one, right? So I would rather having a skill damage skin than a march speed skin, for example. I would rather have a health skin than a march speed one, in my opinion. I mean, sure, march speed is really, really important, and can benefit you, but I think the other stats are way better, than march speed. Not when it comes to counterattack damage. Something like that is, in my opinion, not
I'm
really.
just saying we don't have a
Mm.
March speed skin, so
Maybe
Just-
gathering 20%, or hell no.
when those passes open, you throw on that March speed skin, get to your destination, then go back and slap on your skill damage skin.
We need
I see
skins.
I see Plato switch
Mm.
skins every time he heals troops.
Bro, I won KVK 2. I have to use a fucking box, man. What? There's no reason. There's no other reason for it.
Every time he heals troops, he switches his skin
That's
and then
true,
he puts
that's
it back
true.
as soon as his hospital is done, right?
No.
It's
That's
absolutely
true.
crazy to me.
But I
Plus
would
3%
also do
healing
that.
speed, you know?
I would
Plus
also
3%
do
healing
that.
speed.
You need to save, you know, like as a low spender, free to play, you need to save
Facts.
everything
I'm
what you
broke.
can have.
I'm
Right?
broke.
Yeah.
Sub to all of us. You know, we need our we need our training speeds, healing speeds.
Oh
I
man.
bought dailies at -$7 for today.
But what about off-season skins? So let's say we have a resource production skin in this a Scene or Conquest shop, right? Something like that. I think we need more skins like this, which benefits also the off season or the. I mean, you can still have this type of skin also in a KVK when you don't fight, right? You just need to have the skin, let's say like Twilight Forge, where you get skill damage buff in the fighting situation. Every other situation, you don't need it, right?
It's for Zenith though, right? They're not going to put a gathering skin or a resource production skin
They need people
in
to spend money on
Zenith
that.
where the people are spending
Yeah,
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to get it.
yeah, but at some point, you have then enough, you know, like you know what I mean, like.
No,
I think MF has every Zenith skin out there, but he would still go for first in Zenith regardless of what skin they. It's a whole Kraken mentality, right?
I think it's gonna be like a dynastic conqueror, but for health or something. Like it's gonna be 8% health, and then is going to be like the best open field skin, and everyone's going to go for it. I think that's going to be just something like
Mm,
we haven't had an overall like good open field skin. It's been mostly one troop type minus two to the other troop types. So I think that's the direction, if anything. But I don't know.
makes
It would piss a lot of people off if they put a skin in there for something we've already got, right? Like 15%,
Oh, yeah,
another
yeah.
15% archer, because then they're like, well, what the hell?
yeah.
But that would give others an opportunity to get a super solid Zenith skin then. So,
Yeah.
from the standpoint of another player, I mean, I've only got one Zenith skin. But if I was a player who was trying to improve myself and get a skin that I could use in KVKs or wherever, right? Maybe that's an idea for them. Give other
shit.
players a chance to get a super solid skin as well.
I didn't even know I had a 30-day Zenith skin. I don't even know where this is from.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I was also having one time a Zenith skin, 30 days, that was back last year with the one with infantry have. This one was really, really sick. I wish I would have it. I don't know. Man, this one. But it's really
I
hard to
pushed
compete in there.
The first
It's
Eva Zenith.
Atl-
I pushed in KVK 1
Atlantis.
Zenith, and I went
This skin.
crazy. And after all of the hard work, I end up getting the frame.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I got
Spend a lot of
PTSD
money
from
on it,
Zenith. And then everyone makes
Oh
fun
my
of Zenith pushers, so I just never go because it's, I don't know, it's just too much, especially in Imperium Kingdom.
So much alright.
I saw
If there is
a
a
question
skill
in the
damage one
chat.
coming out, it's gonna cost several walls. I'm telling you.
What
I saw a
was the
question in the
question?
chat. What do you think of Hua or HQ? Anyone have any?
Of what?
I mean, Lambo, you did your testing, right? You maxed him.
Testing? No. I mean, I maxed him because there were other players in my kingdom that had him expertise already, and they said,
It's
yeah,
worth.
people aren't. They said people are not giving him enough credit, and it's definitely worth it.
All
And
right, sounds good.
granted, they were playing with him in Ark of Osiris, where you inherently get 100%, 100% attack buff. But they were raving over. I was gonna max him anyway before KVK, so
Yeah, that's gonna be my plan as well. I got like a 1.4k heads, so
We talking
it's
about
definitely gonna be one of the
HQ?
commanders. Yeah, HQ.
But
Yeah.
Justin tonight, we expertise Justin tonight after MG ends.
There you go.
Boom.
Nice.
Are you first?
I'm happy with my Saladin still, okay? Oh man.
Oh yeah, Beast, that reminds me when I was watching you fight and you had Guan Yu secondary, bro.
Bro, that was okay, yeah, man, that was I mean I was having him secondary, but my point is I never used him before. I fought with 5114, he was not good. When you guys said, oh, why are you not using Guan? Hello, what is that? And when I used him secondary and everyone flamed me and I was like, okay, shit. I switched him to primary and then the battle report was like better. And it was like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna use
Don't
him.
forget, right? Beast is
So-
going back to a KVK too, so he's gonna dominate for a while there.
Yeah.
Get those T4 kills. Big.
Oh man. Yeah, I actually have also thought about playing with D5 marches constantly in the KVK 2 and 3 then. Depends
Hey,
on how many.
You're probably gonna be a garrison lead in KVK 2 if you're
Maybe, yeah.
migrant back. If you have Saladin Max and YSG Max, that's gonna be like the play.
Who?
Saladin YSG.
So yeah, well actually I have max. I have Shites almost maxed here.
Yeah, Charles
I
YSG is
have
also.
Pyrus 5551. So I definitely have some options, I guess I can say.
You been putting
And
gold heads in him?
nah.
Wait, what? Why do you have that guy 5511?
Nah,
was
we never know.
5551.
5551.
I have also really good equipment.
Wait, show your commander breakdown on that commander.
I don't know what you mean.
I want to see.
Mine's
overview.
5332, and I've been buying the dailies.
Oh my, 276 gold heads.
I think he's a good
Oh,
commander.
that hurts. That hurts.
Nah, it's not hurt. I think he's a good commander.
He'll be
I
good for
used him
early
in Season of
KVK.
Conquest, and my report was good.
Okay.
My report was good. You know, that's. I think people. What was my March? What I used with him? Hold on. I used
man.
him with. Don't flame me. I used him with
Nah,
Skippy.
yeah, I know. It's your account, brother. You do what you do. You do you, man.
I used Skippy and Pyrus, and it was actually good. It was actually
Skippy.
good.
Yeah, but Skippy plus you could go Skippy and you could go Skippy and City Keeper and it's still trade positive, bro. Skippy's such a good commander. Oh man.
Yeah, of course. But
You two are
you
so
know,
mean.
Pyrus also doing good work.
Nah, yeah. I mean, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? Like, don't
I love
if
it.
it's
I mean,
not
I
broken, then
don't
don't
have
fix it.
that much other options. I have Alex, I have Guan, but
Exactly. Infantry don't have any fucking options.
Yeah, that's why Sun Tzu Prime coming up. Trust.
Let's go.
Sansu.
It's never gonna happen, but let's go.
Let's go, Sansu, man. Let's go with that. Oh man. For the first time, nah, that's
Get
not
rid of
true,
his
Lambo.
report.
You was many times speeches from me what I did.
Yeah,
Okay. I have also
you play
wish.
you play a different game, man.
I play
cool.
completely. Look at this. I play completely different game, guys. You don't understand.
You play Call of Kingdoms. What is this?
Look at
41 gold heads on Richard. Wait, how many
Yeah.
gold heads do you have now?
I have now 139.
Oh, okay, that's where they went. I gotcha.
Now, not
Wait,
in
but you have a
Wishart.
young
No,
account,
no, no,
right?
not in Wishart. Not in Wishart. I expertise before KVK 1. So
How old's your account?
772.
Okay. That's okay. You know,
I have a
it's,
headish now.
Where do you even see that commander breakdown? I'm kind of lost here.
you click there's a I for information on the
okay.
right above the commander name. And then
Some of my older commanders don't show anything.
You are not sure. Limbo, most of mine don't have any record, bro.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Nah, I use so many gold heads on Alex, so that's my biggest but I used them, so I guess it's not that bad.
I mean, the thing is, Pyrus have good skills, in my opinion. Like, sure, it's single target damage, which is the thing what you don't want to have. I mean, you have infantry have and markbeat bonus, which you both want to have for infantry. You have an overall normal attack damage bonus when you're outside of Alliance, so it's good for when you attack. You have increase attack. You know, it's I don't know why you flame that. Hello. His skills are looking good.
Wait, let me ask. Do you have Liang max? Do you have Boudica max? Do you have Nevsky maxed? And do you have Joan maxed?
I have Nevsky max, I have Joan max, I have Skippy max. Boudica is at 5551.
Okay. Yeah. As long as you have those commanders, like you could do whatever you want with gold heads after that. Like that's like those four, and then you have Scipio.
Who
those
was
5 commanders.
Who was the other one?
Liang.
Who?
Liang. Who's
the newest archer guy? I think you had him up there in the summon.
Yeah. No, for him not.
Okay, you don't have a max. If he's in the summon, you don't have a max. But
nah,
I mean, why is she still pretty good?
I mean, yeah, I want to get him over the wheels. You know, I don't want to. You know, sure, I don't have that much ramp, but I'm saving and then using it for the wheels and get him over the wheels. It's gonna take time, but yeah. And I mean, I have YC and she's just like.
No, yeah,
not a good version, but she's still good. So.
Well, Liang just slaps, you know what I mean? Like that, I maxed him because I kept getting slapped by Liang's in Champions of Olympia, and then ever since I maxed him, I got like 5 MVPs in a row. Like it was crazy. That guy is just so much AOE.
Yeah, Suchiang is really crazy. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, at the end of the day, I got flamed for my reshot back on the KVK. I ended up being top 5 fighter. I was higher than you know, the T5. So at the end of the day, guys, what I want to say with that, do what you want to do. If you enjoy it, it's a game, you know. It doesn't matter if you do mistakes. Just enjoy the game. And if you feel like you have fun with reshot playing, then go for it, you know. And go
Well,
for it.
let's have a fun topic, right? What is your biggest mistake in Rise of Kingdoms? And I can go first.
Oh
So
God.
Playing.
in
Spending
the very early days, I got Cleopatra, and I'm looking at her and I'm going, damn, she's got a heel.
Oh no.
So what did I do? I dumped Charles Martel heads into Cleopatra to max her
Star
star
her?
level,
Yeah.
to get her star level jacked up, right?
Yikes.
That's my biggest mistake ever in this game.
Okay. Well.
Okay. If it's gonna be that moment
Oh.
of truth we're doing, fuck it.
I need to
Okay.
think. Like, it doesn't matter any or like your main account?
Your
Main
your
account
main
would be the main
account.
thing.
Yeah, your main account.
My main account. Boah.
Did you have one, Apo?
Yeah, I have actually multiple. At the beginning of the game, when I start playing the game, I thought that, you know, golden heats would be the main thing. So I kept buying this fucking bundle with every money I had in my life.
A living
Oh.
legend.
And I was getting 3 golden heats every fucking bundle. And I'm not even lying, guys. I was buying this bundle quite excessively. And another mistake I did when I started playing the game, I wanted to be an archer player and I made legendary equipment. And then when I started, I decided that I want to be an infantry player. So I went and dismantled everything I did. And I'm not even kidding, bro. I had T5 KVK1. I wasted so much money on this game. But hey, guys, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I fucking love it.
Oh man.
I have
Yeah,
no
man, that
clue.
bundle was not easy, guys. 3 fucking golden heats, and I buy the golden cheese. Let's go.
Mistakes.
I guess
I
for
don't
me.
well, on commanders, I mean, you could call a mistake that I put 88 head on him. But that was probably for KVK 1 and 2 because I used him there and I wanted to get him to a decent level. I guess it was for 5-5-1-1, so I could use him as a primary. So it is not really in a mistake for me. If I would think of it, would probably be at the beginning, and then I like invested wrongly the money which I have spent it, or I have like participate in a wrong event or something like that. That would probably be the biggest mistake because the commanders, I don't think I did any hard mistake or biggest mistake based on the fact that my farm account, which was before my main account, which you probably saw, where I did like a lot of mistakes in or on the commanders, because I learned from that and then I didn't do the mistakes again. So, I mean, sure, probably in like 99% of the views from you guys with the head what I invested in Richard as same as the head what I invested in Pyrus is a mistake. I think not. I like if you look on the stats what I did with him, I get 10 million kills and I used him for KVK 1 and 2 mostly. Well, not for KVK 2, which was with 7 Imperial Kingdoms, but he was freaking killing everything. For me, especially in KVK 1. So, still now I say it's not a mistake. So,
What about
I
you,
think,
Plato? And then we'll
yeah.
probably end the stream, I think.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake was when I first started the game. I didn't know that before there wasn't any skill lock or anything like that.
Oh.
So I would just start up my commanders right away, and I kind of screwed up that account a lot, even though I spent a lot of money on it. So I guess the biggest mistake was creating a jumper account and then starting over. Because as soon as I did that, they introduced skill lock and skill resets for all your commanders, and I was like really pissed. And then one thing too was in KVK, my first KVK 1, I didn't save any pots or anything. like AP pots, and I went for top 20, and it ended up getting 21st place. And I really, really wanted that skin, so that's why another reason why I restarted. But as soon as I restarted, they added the skin to the SOC shop, so like my whole journey of making a new account, the whole purpose was kind of like null by the time I made it. So I kind of lost like a full, almost like 8 months of progress on an account. Just but yeah, ever since I had this account though, because I made all my mistakes on my old account, I haven't really done anything too bad except maybe Max Flavius, but I have gotten rallied. My city has gotten rallied, so it's not really the worst. But yeah, that's it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
good to hear letting Black Panther steal the Zig in your last KVK was not your worst mistake.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got an R-Tech reward. That's a W. I don't care. Give me my fucking hunter inscription. I'm gone. I don't care.
Oh man. All right.
Shout out to
Guys.
Panther. Thanks for the inscription.
Guys, we need to come to an end here. Thanks everyone who was watching the podcast. As always, guys, if you have any topics which you want us to talk about in the next podcast, just write one of us in the DMs, on our Discord, doesn't matter, in the chat, wherever you can find us. We will look to add that to our agenda. Yeah, it's gonna be the next one on Lambo's channel. We're gonna announce that on every Discord, on every YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks for the podcast to you guys. Thanks for joining, and I hope it was fun for you guys to watch it. And sorry for everyone who was just coming now. I hate this when I ending the stream when someone's saying hello, how is and I hate this. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Pluto,
I just want to say, boom, boom, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Really appreciate you hanging with us. I hope you had good boom, boom time. And yeah, we'll see you next podcast. Boom, boom.
See ya, snowflakes.
Maybe I'll start streaming again one day. Who knows?
Maybe.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Do you have
What's going on,
anything
bro?
planned, Pluto? 8 days is long.
I had bronchitis, man. I had bronchitis and it's off season. I'm not gonna. I was just like, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. I swear I have a lot going on, man. I'm not been paying attention.
No. It's not your. I didn't tell anybody. It's not like I announced it. It's just like I've been silent for the past. Like the last thing I streamed was our last podcast, but.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
feeling the pressure to stream during that time because you're not streaming, Claudio. So I need you back.
I see you with your like 100 views. I'm like, yo, Lambo and Panther and you two have been streaming a lot, so I'm just like, yeah, you guys got it. So, alrighty.
All right, guys. Thanks for
y'all.
thanks for everyone who was
Thank
watching.
you.
Stay happy, guys. Wish you a great rest of the day or great start into the day. And yeah, we're gonna see us then on the next one.